What's up, guys? It is Miles at MilesOfColor everywhere online. I am wiping my tears right now because I just watched my sister's engagement video, and I'm so happy for her. Jules and Johnny, stoked for you guys. Congratulations. So today's video is going to be kind of fun, a little different. I'm going to be editing this photo on the screen. I don't know what it looks like yet. That's kind of how we do things here. I kind of do my editing, but you already see the final product, and we're going to meet up somewhere along the way where we both know what is going on. I'll also be answering 11 questions that I selected from a Q&A that we did together on Instagram stories. And I said I was gonna post this video, I think last Tuesday, but you know, I'm a Pisces and I live in my own world and I'm a complete mess all the time. So here we are a week later and we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this thing, okay? Before we get started, comment your zodiac sign down below. Would love to know what the Miles of Color community could be in the comments down below. Also, is this ASMR? Make sure to like the video. That really helps me perform better in the algorithm that is YouTube. I hate algorithms. Oh my God, Instagram crashed today. I was like, good thing I wasn't posting. Good thing I don't post anymore. I'm rambling. Let's hop in to the computer and I'm gonna answer these questions. Okay, so I'll just put some text on the bottom of the screen when I'm doing adjustments and you guys can just sort of see what's going on there. But I'm gonna answer the 11 questions. So question number 1, who is someone you look up to in your life who isn't a photographer? I have a few people that I look up to, but to keep this one short, I look up to my friends and my family. My family, specifically my mom. She's gone through a mental illness most of her life and didn't really know about it. And now she's gotten help and she's a full-time yoga instructor and meditation teacher, and she's awesome. She's a boss bitch, dude. She's in charge of her life. And my dad as well, he really, he didn't have a mental illness, but he taught me a lot about work ethic. Like, he used to drive 5 hours for his commute home from North Hollywood to my town in San Diego because traffic was so bad, just to get home for dinner, just to, you know, give us this experience of having our parents there for dinner every night. That was really, really cool. He worked super hard to provide for us and still made time for us. I think that's really awesome. That's something I want to take and, you know, carry with me when I start a family someday. And then my sister had a lot of struggles. She went through a lot of hardships growing up in her young 20s, but she's made just such an amazing woman out of herself. She's a hairstylist, she's super creative, and she has all these animals and they're so cool, and she just has this awesome life, and I'm super happy for her. She looks really, really happy all the time. So those are people that I look up to, you know, family, and then I have a lot of amazing close friends as well. Shout out to 3 Beers and a Milk. Next question, how to not cry over that edit you've been working on for 4 hours and now you hate it. That's kind of how I felt about this photo after I was done editing it. I was like, I have 4 variations. It's pretty basic. I don't like it. I think it's pretty bad. It didn't take me that long to make, so maybe it's not that good. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to push through and maybe post that photo, and people actually might like it a lot more than you like it, and that might kind of change your mind a little bit. Or you'll learn from your mistake and everyone will be like, what were you thinking? Next question, what drives you today, right now, to keep producing great info and content? Well, I take my creative work very, very seriously, which is why I don't post all the time and post random shit, and it's why I really stress myself out about what I post online, because for me, my Instagram is like an art gallery, and I take it very seriously. It's something I really care about, and I think it's something that a lot of us people care about on Instagram, you know, what our content looks like. So I want to put out really great work, and I just take it incredibly seriously, but I'm so lucky to be doing what I'm doing every day. Like, dude, what the in what world our ancestors would be so pissed off? Like, we're not hunting and gathering, dude. I'm literally sitting in my house at a chair working on this crazy machine, just making images that would blow our ancestors' minds. They probably wouldn't be okay if they saw them. Probably not. I don't think they'd be all right. So I have a lot of gratitude for being able to do this as a job, and I've always dreamt of being a YouTuber / creator. So I'm just pushing, man. I'm making this my lifestyle, my living, my everything. This is my dream. So I'm making it happen. I want nothing other than this. So this is what I'm doing right now. And that's what drives me. And also my mission is to normalize mental health, specifically in men, but also just for everyone, for all my followers. But I think it's really important that we talk about mental health mouth, and then we talk about our feelings and get things out there and ask for help when we need it. That's something that I'm really taking on right now. Places you want to visit: Iceland, of course. Japan would be amazing. Hong Kong would be really cool. That's not Japan, right? Is Tokyo? I don't even know. South Korea would be awesome. And a lot of America I haven't seen. A lot of North America, Canada. I want to go everywhere, dude. Thailand, I want to go everywhere. Next one, best ramen recipe. Dude, you get chili ramen from the store. It's like less than $1. You throw that into the pot, you just let it do its thing, sizzle up, throw that seasoning in there after a while, and then get your favorite vegetables. I'd say some spinach, maybe a little bit of broccoli, mushroom, onions, dude. Crack an egg in there. Oof. Best ramen recipe, dude. Just because you're eating ramen at home doesn't mean you can't be fancy as fuck. Next question, what types of clients do you get? Like, do you ever work with big companies? I think the biggest companies I've worked with have been Adobe, which is super crazy. Adobe Creative Cloud, we worked together a while ago. And Skillshare, I did a campaign with them as well. Those are two big companies that I'm really proud to have worked with. It kind of feels like I didn't work with them because it just was so low key and it was so quick and easy, but I worked with them. And I think if I told myself that 3 years ago that I'd get to work with those companies, I'd be like, well, yeah, no shit, of course you work so hard for it. But I'd also be freaking out. As far as what type of clients, I do all sorts of stuff. I could do headshots, I could do album covers for people, just regular ass portraits. I do all sorts of things, really, kind of whatever people email me for. I try to make it work, but sometimes I have to say no, or, you know, give them someone else to work with because I don't do what they want. I do have a video that I'm planning of my 3 most awkward photo shoot experiences, and there's some goodies on there, dude. There's some stuff. Next question, what made you decide to pursue photography full-time? Well, there's a whole video that could go into this, and I'll make that video too, but I never really wanted to be a photographer until I picked up a camera and just took photos and just kind of experienced it and discovered that I really liked making something that was visual, because before photography I was really into music, and it was just this new thing I got to explore, and I got to express myself going through a breakup 3-4 years ago, and then just it was this access point for me to meet all these amazing people and make all these crazy connections and travel and all these experiences. It was just the craziest thing. I think photography affects us all in our own way, but for me it was just like it opened up an entire world and I was able to be someone. Next question, hardest post you've ever made. So there's this photo of Sarah Adams, which I plan to do an editing course for, and it's not that this photo was necessarily hard, but my computer crashed 3 times editing this photo, so I had to restart this photo 3 times from scratch. So I really know how to edit it because I had to do it so many times, but it's also one of my favorite photos to date. I didn't realize how special it was until I got feedback on it. People were like, oh, like what a unique idea, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, like, okay, yeah, I actually did pretty good. Tight. Next question, would you rather shoot wildlife or landscapes, if not portraits? Ooh, I mean, kind of both, right? I feel like if I wasn't shooting portraits, I'd shoot anything and everything. I think portraits is sort of a trap you get stuck in where you just shoot with people and that's it. But I would really like to do some videos maybe of landscape photography. I think that could be really, really fun. Or wildlife, but wildlife seems pretty hard. Maybe I'll adopt some cats and put them in nature and pretend that I'm doing wildlife photography. All right, second to last question, how do I find models to shoot? So the easiest way to do this is just go on Instagram and just try to find models in your local area. I don't know where you live. For me, I lived in San Diego when I first started really reaching out to models. I was living in Northern California when I first started photography, but when I moved back down to San Diego, I just searched San Diego models, or yeah, San Diego models hashtag on Instagram, and I found a lot of people there, and that's kind of what I did. I searched Orange County, I searched Los Angeles, I searched everywhere basically. Whenever I was going to shoot somewhere, I would search a hashtag with model. And this was, keep in mind, like 3-4 years ago, so there wasn't all these crazy search features that you have now on Instagram, so you can really make it work with anything that you've got. Also, if you just want to start shooting, do self-portraits or just shoot with people that you know in your life. My first ever portrait session was with my Starbucks coworker. And lastly, best advice to get on track with your goals. So I really gotten to the point where I didn't know what my goals were anymore, but the last few weeks I've really just been sitting down with myself and writing down what I want to accomplish and why, and how that's going to look in my life and how that will benefit me, and just really manifesting what I want. I know manifesting is this buzzword right now, but what that means is just writing down on a paper like, I will do this, or I am this. So I write like, I am a full-time YouTuber, I have 1 million subscribers, I bought my mom her her dream house. Like all these things are things that I have manifested on a page. So really give yourself some time to step back and just think where maybe you're not fulfilled in life, or what is working in your life that makes you really happy, and then get a piece of paper and just write down all of your dreams and kind of look at it, you know? Maybe if you're in photography, you might not love photography. Maybe you've moved on from photography and maybe you wrote down something that had nothing to do with it, and that's okay. Just focus on what makes you feel good, what brings you the least amount of friction in your heart and in your mind, and those are the things that you should probably push and pursue. Not to say it's always going to be easy or that you should pick the easiest thing ever, but just give yourself the time to sit down and be honest with yourself and talk to yourself and figure out what's making you happy. All right, guys, those were the 11 questions. This is the edit. Here's the before and after. I guess the before is kind of confusing to look at because it's just a bunch of random pictures, but whatever. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to check out the links in my description. All of my gear is listed down there. If you use the Amazon link in there, whatever you buy, when you click through that link, I get a little portion of that money and it goes straight into this channel so I can actually focus on making more and more videos. I would love to post like 3 videos a week, but I just can't right now because I have to focus on things that actually help me survive and save money and pay off debt and all this shit. So follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MilesOfColor. And I hope you guys like this. I don't know. It was different. It was fun. It's 2 a.m. I'm gonna go to sleep. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys very soon. I was gonna say Thursday, but who knows with me, right? Who fucking knows with this guy?